Hey everyone, Token Dave over here, dorky token black guy who's just trying to get by. And welcome back to Martial Arts Mayhem, where I predominantly talk about martial arts related content within entertainment for the month of May. You know, I noticed something. On my channel, I have yet to talk about one movie with a Hispanic protagonist. Let's change all that as I talk about Only the Strong. Louis Stevens is a Green Beret who is stationed in Brazil, where he learns and masters the martial art known as capoeira. Upon completing his service, Louis goes back to his old high school to find that it is a haven for a drug gang led by Silverito. After displaying his fighting skills in defense of one of the students, Louis's old teacher sees how he was able to attract the attention of the school students and proposes to the school board that Louis should run a capoeira program in order to straighten out some of the students. As the program becomes successful, it interferes with Silverito's activities, thus causing him to declare war against Louis and his students. Mark Dacascos is one of the most underrated martial artists who has studied Wong Hop Kung Do, which is a more kung fu based variant of the style known as Kung-Ju Kenpo. Kung-Ju Kenpo is a hybrid martial arts style that takes aspects of a lot of the Japanese martial arts like karate, judo, jiu-jitsu, boxing, and kung fu and merges them all together along with insignia, one of the Filipino martial arts basically known for utilizing kali sticks, one of my favorite weapons, and if I ever get back to martial arts, I so hope that I can learn how to use the kali. Anywho, now before anyone gets on my case though, I know, Mark Dacascos is not a full-blooded Latino. Hey, the guy has both Filipino and pure Spanish blood in him mixed with some of the Asian ancestries since he is directly born and raised in Hawaii. Give the guy some slack. Not only is he a highly competent martial artist, he is actually one of the better actors. He's able to put on many hats as a protagonist, antagonist, and as a dramatic actor. Only the Strong introduced the masses to the martial art known as capoeira, which is a Brazilian martial art created by a lot of Afro-Brazilian slaves that were using dance as a disguise for practicing and thus able to cause a rebellion. This actually ended some of the Afro-Brazilian slavery to a degree. I don't know too much of the details, but that's the basis. With it introducing that martial arts style, it became fairly popular among the urban community. We do a lot of dancing around here. You know, a lot of the dance movements in capoeira can also be used for self-defense. So, with all that said, does the Lady Capoeira stemming from this movie deserve much credit as a movie itself? Well, Mark Dacascos does an excellent job portraying a soldier and a capoeira stylist and someone who had concern about where he came from, but initially didn't want to get too dragged in. He just went there, tried to see what was going on, kind of saw that he didn't have a place there, but was inadvertently drugged in. Some of the students that, for a Miami high school at that time period, pretty goddamn diverse. But then again, I'm not from Miami or Florida, so I did not know how diversity ran in the 90s when it came to public high schools. But that was something that I secretly envied about this school and felt that it was a bit of a fantasy, but still, it was pretty cool to see that. Stevens had to try to straighten out. They all didn't come willy-nilly, and it took a while. While it looks like it's quick in the movie, you could tell that as time progressed, it took a while for a lot of those students to warm up to taking these martial art lessons. In addition, the fight sequences are actually pretty entertaining. We have seen better, don't get me wrong, but the utilization of capoeira and as well as a lot of the scenes were done with such technique, yet with such fluidity, with Mark Dacascos himself only taking 2 months to learn capoeira in order to perform it. He did a pretty damn job, and it helped them ground some of the fighting a little bit more than most capoeira fights end up being. we also had something fairly interesting that we haven't seen since The Last Dragon. We had urban music mixed in with martial arts and having a very fitting setting. So it was nice to have. And while the score and that one song would play over and over again, it did not feel annoying or aggravating. Doesn't mean that this movie is all good though. Primarily, it was fairly run by the numbers, fairly predictable, and we have Silverito, I keep forgetting the actor's name, but he was terrible as an actor. That performance was just so goddamn off-key and over the top. It didn't make me totally fear him. It made me fear the authority he had over other people. But I just felt, dude, come on. Chill with the cliches. Seriously. We have a very likable actor and lead in Mike Dukakis. We have very well executed fight scenes, great athleticism, and a grounded yet a bit of an innovative way of looking at urban student life in the 90s. Guys, Only the Strong is actually pretty damn cool. I really suggest you guys check it out because it is one of the most underrated martial art movies that doesn't get the love that it deserves. Agree? Disagree? Please drop me a comment below, give me a like, follow me on Facebook at Token Dave or on Twitter at Token Dave 80, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when a new video loads. But until then, this has been Token Dave, Dorky Token Black Guy who's just trying to get by, and I'll catch all of you later.